Joker Polanski win top prizes at Venice Film Festival. Joker, a daring take on the comic book villain starring Joaquin Phoenix, won the Golden Lion for Best Film at the Venice Film Festival, with Roman Polanski controversially taking second prize. It is the first superhero film ever to get this kind of art house kudos, and could now be on its way to Oscar glory. The last two Venice winners, Roma and The Shape of Water, have gone on to lift the Best Picture Academy Award. The director Todd Phillips, best known up to now for the slapstick comedy Very Bad Trip, paid tribute to Phoenix's intense performance, saying he was the fiercest, bravest, and most open-minded people that I know. Phoenix reportedly lost more than 23 kilos, 52 pounds, to play the part. The movie, which The Guardian had described as one of the boldest Hollywood productions for some time, has already sparked a heated debate. But almost as many headlines are likely to be made by Polanski's win. Polanski, 1886, had been shunned by the big studios for decades after he was convicted of drugging and raping a 13-year-old girl. His inclusion in the main Venice competition, which included only 2 female directors, sparked fury from feminists. The French-Polish author and Holocaust survivor did not show up at the festival, leaving his wife, French actress, who also appears in the film, to pick up his prize to mute applause and a few isolated boos. She later told reporters that her husband was very happy with his win, saying the film was very important to him. The head of the Venice jury, Argentina director Lucrecia Martel, had boycotted a gala dinner for Polanski, only to the forced to clarify that she was not prejudiced against his film.
Joker, Polanski win top prizes at Venice Film Festival. Joker, a daring take on the comic book villain starring Joaquin Phoenix, won the Golden Lion for Best Film at the Venice Film Festival, with Roman Polanski controversially taking second prize. It is the first superhero film ever to get this kind of art house kudos, and could now be on its way to Oscar glory. The last 2 Venice winners, Roma and The Shape of Water, have gone on to lift the Best Picture Academy Award. The director, Todd Phillips, best known up to now for the slapstick comedy Very Bad Trip, paid tribute to Phoenix's intense performance, saying he was the fiercest, bravest, and most open-minded person that I know. Phoenix reportedly lost more than 23 kilos, 52 pounds, to play the part. The movie, which The Guardian had described as one of the boldest Hollywood productions for some time, has already sparked a heated debate, but almost as many headlines are likely to be made by Polanski's win. Polanski, 86, has been shunned by the big studios for decades after he was convicted of drugging and raping a 13-year-old girl. His inclusion in the main Venice competition, which included only 2 female directors, sparked fury from feminists. The French-Polish auteur and Holocaust survivor did not show up at the festival, leaving his wife, French actress Emmanuelle Seigner, who also appears in the film, to pick up his prize to muted applause and a few isolated boos. She later told reporters her husband was very happy with his win, saying the film was very important to him. The head of the Venice jury, Argentinian director Lucrecia Martel, had boycotted a gala dinner for Polanski, only to be forced to clarify that she was not prejudiced against his film.
Joker Polanski win top prizes at Venice Film Festival. Joker, a daring take on the comic book villain starring Joaquin Phoenix won the Golden Lion for Best Film at the Venice Film Festival, with Roman Polanski controversially taking second prize. Daring, 勇敢的、大胆的 brave, willing to do dangerous or unusual things, involving danger or taking risks, a daring rescue attempt. Daringly, take, 看法、意见、演绎 the particular opinion or idea that somebody has about something. The particular opinion or idea that somebody has about something. A new take on Romeo and Juliet story. A new take on the Romeo and Juliet story. Interpretation, 解释、演绎、演出。Villain 主要反面人物、反面角色。The main bad characters in the story, play, etc. He often plays the part of the villain. Anti-hero. He often plays the part of the villain. Anti-hero. 平凡的主角，非正统派主角。Villain, take, controversially. He controversially vetoed this in order to fund military spending. He controversially voted this in order to fund military spending. He controversially voted this in order to fund military spending. He controversially vetoed this in order to fund military spending. Controversial 有争议的，引起争论的。Contentiously 有意义的。有意义的，好争吵的，爱争论的。Joker, a daring take on the comic book villain starring Joaquin Phoenix, won the Golden Lion for Best Film at the Venice Film Festival, with Roman Polanski controversially taking second prize. 句子的主干是 Joker won the Golden Lion， 主语和谓语之间是插入的同位语。同位语中 starring Joaquin 是动名词做后置定语，修饰前面的 villain。For best film 是补语成分，补充说明 The Golden Lion 的类型 at the Venice Film Festival 是地点状语成分 with Roman Polanski prize 是 with 引导的介宾短语做伴随状语，介宾短语的逻辑主语是 Roman Polanski。It is the first superhero film ever to get this kind of art house kudos and could now be on its way to Oscar glory. The last two Venice winners, Roma and The Shape of Water, have gone on to lift the Best Picture Academy Award. Joker, a daring take on the comic book villain starring J. Phoenix, won the Golden Lion for Best Film at the Venice Film Festival, with Roman Polanski controversially taking second prize. Kudos, the admiration and respect that goes with a particular achievement or position. He acquired kudos just by appearing on television. Prestige, 威望、声望、声誉、荣誉、威信、光荣、名声。Kudos, prestige. The director Todd Phillips, best known up to now for the slapstick comedy Very Bad Trip, paid tribute to Phoenix's intense performance, saying he was the fiercest, bravest, and most open-minded people that I know. Phoenix reportedly lost more than 23 kilos, 52 pounds to play the part. Slapstick, 粗俗滑稽剧、打闹剧 the type of humor that is based on simple actions, for example, people hitting each other, falling down, etc. Farce, 滑稽戏、闹剧。Pay tribute to, 给予什么什么赞扬，向什么什么致敬。Pay tribute to somebody. I'd like to pay tribute to the party workers for all their hard work. At her funeral, her oldest friend paid tribute to her life and work. At her funeral, her old friends paid tribute to her life and work. Tribute, 致敬、悼念。Pay tribute to. The director told Phillips, best known up to now for the slapstick comedy Very Bad Trip, paid tribute to Phoenix's intense performance, saying he was the fiercest, bravest, and most open-minded people that I know. Phoenix reportedly lost more than 23 kilos, 52 pounds to play the part. Intense, 有强烈感情或意见想法的。Intense. An intense look, 热切的神情。Intensely, 紧张的、强烈的、热情的。紧张的、热情的。Intensity, 强烈、剧烈、强度、烈度。近义 passionate, 热情的、热烈的、激昂的、易怒的。Passionate, 热情的、热烈的、激昂的、易怒的。Open-minded, 意愿考虑不同意见的、思想开明的。Passionate, 热情的、热烈的。Intense, 有强烈感情的。An intense look, intensity, passionate. Open-minded, 愿意考虑不同意见的。思想开明的。Open-minded about words. She is quite open-minded about sex. Narrow-minded, 狭隘的、小心眼的、气量小的。Narrow-minded, open-minded. The director Todd Phillips, best known up to now for the slapstick comedy Very Bad Trip, paid tribute to Phoenix's intense performance, saying he was the fiercest, bravest, and most open-minded people That I know. Phoenix reportedly lost more than 23 kilos, 52 pounds to play the part. The movie, which The Guardian had described as one of the boldest Hollywood productions for some time, has already sparked a heated debate. Bold, 大胆自信的，敢于冒险的 It was bold move on their part to open a business in France. Brave, daring, spark. The proposal would spark a storm of protests around the country. Spark, provoke, 驱使、驱动、煽动、惹起。A spark ignites the fuel in the car engine. The movie, which The Guardian had described as one of the boldest Hollywood production for some time, has already sparked a heated debate, but almost as many headlines are likely to be made by Polanski's win. Polanski, 86, has been shunned by the big studio for decades after he was convicted of drugging and raping a 13-year-old girl. His illusion in the main Venice competition, which included only 2 female directions, sparked fury from feminists. Shun, 避开、回避、避免 avoid. She was shunned by her family when she remarried. Convicted, 定罪、宣判什么什么有罪。Convict somebody of something, 通常convicted murder. Convicted murder. He was convicted of fraud. Convict, escaped convict. Guilty, acquit. Guilty, acquit. Rape, 强奸、强暴。Rape, 强奸案。A rape victim. She had been raped and stabbed. Rapist. Fury. Range, rape. Extreme anger that often includes violent behavior. I was shaking with fury. He shouted in a fury. I was shaking with fury. He shouted in a fury. The French Polish author and Holocaust survivor did not show up at the first festival, leaving his wife. French actress Amelie Singer, who also appears in the film, to pick up his prize to mute applause and a few isolated boos. Author 电影导演 The French-Polish author mute 减弱的Author 电影导演 mute 安静的 They spoke in mute voices.